The Alpha station, come back with a call sign again phonetically slowly.
Sign again phonetically slowly.
Kilo November 4 Sierra Alpha Alpha. What's the name, please?
Alpha, what's the name, please?
My name is Rich, and I'm calling from Hamlet, North Carolina.
Was that Rich, R-I-C-H?
Is that Rich, R-I-C-H?
Is that a Roger?
Is that a Roger?
I'm assuming that's right. Okay, what radio are you running there, Rich?
What radio are you running there, Rich?
I am running an ICOM 7300. For 2 months now, and just probably a MaxCon off-center fed dipole.
Roger, Roger. Rich, now, what kind of mic are you running on that 7300?
Running on that 7300.
It's the factory ICOM. How does it sound? Just curious.
Oh, the hand mic?
Oh, the hand mic?
Yeah, it's the factory mic.
Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. You have to go a long way, Rich, if you were to take that mic off and try to replace it with a desk mic. You know, you would have to, first off, you'd have to get you a condenser desk mic to even start to make the difference between what that hand mic gives you. Roger, Roger?
Hand mic gives you. Roger, Roger?
Copy that. What am I speaking with, by the way?
You're right towards my noise level. Let me give you some thoughts. I would go to the processor, compressor, whatever you want. I would engage the compressor and put it on a 3 out of 10. Engage your compressor and put it at a 3 out of 10. Roger?
At a 3 out of 10. Roger?
I'm not copying you. I'm trying to bring you up where I can copy you. Roger, Roger?
Where I can copy you. Roger, Roger?
You are right at the Raleigh, the Rochester noise level, right at Rochester noise level. Let me bring the Raleigh SDR in and see if I can copy you there. Now we're going to do this on the fly. We have all this stuff pre-programmed, and because I was so nice and decided to change frequency just because the gentleman had 22 folks on his channel, that means I have to reprogram all of my SDRs. And that's no easy task, but I think I have done it on the Raleigh, North Carolina. So come back and let me hear you, and I'll be tuning you on the Raleigh SDR. Roger?
SDR, Roger?
All right. 9.
Roger, didn't help. So I'm still on the Rochester SDI. Anyway, let me give you some thoughts there. And if you have a pen and pencil, you can jot. Are you familiar with your 7300?
Familiar with your 7300?
I'm getting familiar with it. I've got it about 18 amps.
Okay, if I would tell you to go to your ALC, could you do that? I think on that radio you just tap the meter and it toggles around to ALC, I think. Roger?
ALC, I think. Roger?
I've got an
ALC, automatic level control, ALC.
Control, ALC.
I believe you just tap the meter, you know, and I think it toggles around. I'm not sure, but I think so.
I'm not sure, but I think so.
Might have to poke around a little.
Well, it's, you know, ALC shows you exactly what you're doing audio level-wise, modulation-wise. It is your best friend. It is your friend down the road that would tell you, gosh, you're too loud or whatever. ALC reading, we want to run between mid-scale and 2/3 on the ALC reading. You know, in other words, that meter is probably a multimeter and it has a lot of different readings on it, but ALC would have a reading on its own, and sometimes it's not all the way from full right to full left. You have to be sure you see the ALC trough there and what that meter's running into, and you want to keep that ALC between mid-scale and 2/3 of the capabilities of your ALC window. Roger?
The window, Roger.
Copy that. I see the ALC. I'm about halfway up the scale now.
Repeat your reading.
Repeat your reading.
I'm at 50% of the scale on the ALC.
Okay, affirmative. You're running mid-scale to 2/3. Affirmative.
Scale to 2/3. Affirmative.
Scale currently.
I can't hardly copy you, so I need you to be yes or no, pretty much, you know, right at the moment. Are you running in between mid-scale and 2/3?
In between mid-scale and 2/3.
Yes, I'm exactly at mid-scale.
Good. Okay. So what you want to do now? Where's your mic gain setting?
Where's your mic gain setting?
Microphone is 70%.
All right. You should set that. If you 50 is a good place to start. 50. Are you hotter than 50?
Are you hotter than 50?
Okay, and your ALC is still mid-scale to 2/3?
Is still mid-scale to 2/3?
Yes, still mid-scale.
Great. Now, on your EQ tone control, do you know how to get to there?
Do you know how to get to there?
The menu settings, transmit, sideband, and that should take you to tone control.
Should take you to tone control.
Menu, settings, transmit, sideband, tone control.
And tone control.
All right, I'm checking.
Yeah, come back and count to 5.
Then you said tone control, receive it or transmit.
Hey, I got you on my local antenna. Oh, all is saved. Hopefully you'll be okay here. All right, so crank in about 2 or 3. Crank in 3 on the treble control. 3 plus 3 on the treble control.
Okay, plus 3 on SSP, transmit treble.
Exactly. Now, and what's your bottom end? What is it saying right now? What's your base controls setting?
Base control is 0.
0, nothing, flat?
Correct, it's at 0.
All right, try advancing that one click boost on the base.
SSP, transmit base, plus 1.
All right, now tell me about your antenna system.
It is a MaxCon, off-center fed, dipole, 133 feet overall length.
Okay, sounded like you might have been pulling off mic. Well, you want to work that mic to the side of your cheek, and you don't want to speak directly into it. You want to speak across it. Roger, Roger.
Copy that. I'm holding the mic towards the side of my cheek right now.
Exactly, and that's now if you got a windscreen, you know they make windscreens today. They're not quite as long as what they used to be. They used to be like about 6 inches long and fit over the whole front of the microphone. You know, like a for a rock band or whatever. But now they're making them where they just fit over the front end, and so you could slip that. You could go to your music store and get yourself a windscreen, and then just slip it over that microphone. I think it would work perfectly, and that would mean that you could talk directly into that microphone and be very on axis with it. Roger?
Roger that. That's good to know. Thank you.
Roger, because I know you have to hold it when you're talking across it. The reason that you talk across it is because that microphone is an electret condenser microphone, and they are pretty. They're beautiful for everything, but when you get close to them, like we have to do, then you want to put a windscreen between you and it, because if you don't, sometimes the stuff that happens in that microphone, other than the words, gets so loud that we wind up QRMing ourselves. The distortions and mouth noises become louder than the actual words that we're speaking. So with a windscreen, you solve all those problems. Roger?
Copy that. I just wanted to confirm your call sign is Kilo Charlie 9 Charlie Kilo Victor?
A negative. Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor. Repeat. Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor. And the name is Jim, Juliet and Jim Mike, and we're located just across the river from Louisville, Kentucky. Roger? Okay, so I want you up in that microphone, but speaking across it, and you have to be very consistent until you get a windscreen and you can work directly into that mic. You work it across it, and you have to be very deliberate about how you do that. Roger, Roger. You're actually contacting your mouth on the side. Roger.
Copy that. I'm trying it now.
Yeah, that looked good. That looked good. And tell me the best thing you like about that radio.
Well, it's my first radio. I've only had my license about 3 months, and I've literally just got my antenna hung this week. I don't have anything to compare it to, so I mean I love it. It's rather intuitive once you get used to the menus.
Oh, Roger that. Sounding good, man. Sounding really good. And that's a great radio. Come back with your call sign and name again, please.
My name is Rick, and I guess your name is Jim Ferguson in New Albany, Indiana?
Yeah, Roger. I'm known locally as Dr. VKV. And I just got a new little sign on my set that says Dr. VKV. And I'm not sure exactly what that's all about, but I think I do know the answer to a lot of procedures, Roger, so they call me locally Dr. VKV, Roger.
I can understand why they call you doctor. You are very knowledgeable, intimately knowledgeable about this hobby. I can see that. I'm reading your biography here. That's pretty important.
Roger, Roger. Well, like I say, that's we spent 50 years in broadcasting, and so that go-to there will take you to Jim Fergusson's radio story, where we have about 600 specials, documentaries, music, all kinds of things that I did in a 50-year broadcast career. And then when you do a call letter search for Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor, that will take you to our QSO-VLOG page, and we have about 560 QSO-VLOGs on that page. So we're kind of spread out, but like I say, we have been running our QSO-VLOG network for a couple of years now, and we have really had a lot of fun with that. And so we'll be posting this Gosh, looking at the time, I am now turning into a pumpkin as we speak. So we will be posting this within the next couple of days. And if you go to YouTube and do a call letter search for Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor, that will take you to our QSO vlog page. And on that page, you'll be looking for My Group Air Check 51719. My Group Air Check 51719. Roger.
Copy that.
All right, so let me jump out of here, man. Sounding good. I can really copy you now on my local antenna. Before that was not possible. So maybe we did something right.
Well, I thank you for all the help and guidance, and greatly appreciated. Thank you.
Roger, Roger. 3's that way, and have yourself a good rest of the afternoon and a good weekend. Enjoy. This is Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor and the QSO Vlog Network, and we have enjoyed it since 3:30. Hopefully you managed to check in, and if you go to YouTube and do a call letter search KC9VKV, that will be the QSO Vlog page, and you'll be looking for My Group Air Check 51719. So that'll do it for now. 3's, everybody. This is a KC9VKV clear.